what's up everybody? Serti here and welcome back to Planet Crafter. So let's just jump into the game. In the last video there we go, we're back. Okay, in the last video we just got everything started. So we've got oxygen, we've got heat, we've got pressure. Not out of the woods yet. Terraforming's climbing nicely, which means that some of our unlocks are happening. So we've got our backpack T2, which we can upgrade to, which is going to be important for exploring. At 1 ppt, which is quite a long way away. We'll get the indoor ladder, not greatly important, but I would like to get the heater tier 2. Now, unlike other games, this game doesn't require you to physically research. Your research is done through expanding your terraformation. So, the next unlock for heat is the veggie tube. We need this because we need food, and that is at 500 picokelvin. We're at 171, and yeah, we're climbing. So we need to expand that. We need to increase the terraformation, and we also need to do some exploring because we've got to go up the hill. Okay. So, as a recap, we're getting our power from wind turbines. We have a drill giving us pressure, and we have a heater giving us heat, and we have a veggie tube that is giving us oxygen. And we are using a golden seed with a 600% oxygen multiplier to help us out with it. Okay, right. So we need to focus on getting that veggie tube. Now, at this stage, we do have a veggie tube, but we do also have enough food to last us, so I'm not in a major rush to get that yet, but we will. It does give some benefit. Although it uses a bit of power, it also gives us 0.15 per second oxygen, which is pretty handy. We need to upgrade. Now, at the beginning of the game, you'll notice that things are a little slow. You run around collecting stuff, and that's become a little painful. But trust me, later on in the game, it gets easier. Although more complicated, it gets easier. So it's a pretty well balanced game for an early access game. Okay, I'm just running around aimlessly right now. So what we need is more power. We need some more heaters. We need some more veggie tubes, and we need to get our backpack tier 2. That's what I've been thinking about. Okay, backpack tier 2. We need iron, titanium. Right, let's do this. Okay, probably a good thing to empty as much out of this as I can, because in the last episode I made a mistake and dropped the backpack, which dropped a lot of stuff that I had. Not a huge problem, just don't want to do that again. So it was iron and titanium. Do I have any? Nope. Let's go hunting. Got some iron. Magnesium. I grabbed the extra iron because I want to just do another storage crate. There's also going to be a big need for it when we head up to the wreck. Jeez, where's the titanium? Alright, come on. Yeah, there's been a bit of a delay between the first and second video. I apologize for that. I was trying to sort out my sound issues. I think it's probably better than the first video, but if I still sound like I'm recording this from a toilet, I do apologize. Okay. Yeah, always keep an eye out for crates and secrets. There are underground bases with little ladders sticking out of the ground. Not one in this area, but we will encounter them later on in the playthrough. So, let's get ourselves another storage crate. And put some stuff into it. Now we need silicon, iron, titanium, and we'll need to unequip the backpack tier 2, and we equip that, and now we have lots of space. Alright, stage 1 done. Let's get some more power going. Oh, iron. I'm not being very careful or planning any of this at the moment. When I start doing my actual base, it will be important to sort of put things in decent places and within reach, except for things like the heaters and the drills. They'll generally be outside and spotted all over the map. You don't want to have too many things too close together, because it does affect your frame rate, especially if you're on a slower computer. Alright, we've got power now. We can't do any more heaters at the moment, because heaters require iridium, and we don't have any more of those, but we will find them shortly. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to build another veggie, the veggie tube. Okay, don't get confused. The veggie tube and this veggie tube tier 2 are different things. They both produce oxygen. The one that we're actually looking for, sorry, I meant earlier, is the food grower, which will come a little later. That you will be able to grow food. That's when things stabilize. But at this stage, we've got food spotted around, so we're all right. Okay. Let's get a veggie tube. Ice, iron, magnesium. Ice. I've just used all my iron, haven't I? Pretty sure I brought a magnesium, yeah. And then we'll need that seed. Let's quickly go and grab an iron. Yeah, while you're out, just grab what you can. You're always going to use things, so... Okay, right, so we boost our oxygen a little bit. Pop the seed in. Okay, so now we're getting double the oxygen. Right, we can do a couple more drills. Iron, titanium. And you're constantly, at the beginning, just walking around, making sure that you don't die, and just increasing the individual elements of the terraforming until you can upgrade to the next level. Now, this area is all going to be underwater eventually, because yes, water does come into the map, the sky will become blue, etc. Right, pressure's ticking along nicely, oxygen's doing well. Well, we're kind of at a crossroads here because we need more heaters. Drink some water, eat some food. Should probably make some more water. Okay, so we have a couple of waters. Okay, so we need to get that iridium, and I'm going to go now and explore the wreck. We have a torch, press F, it comes on. So there's a couple of things I want to do to prepare, because I will inevitably run out of oxygen. So this is a good tip. Take food with you, take oxygen with you. You can leave all the other stuff behind because you're going to need all that space. And there are some more things that you need. You need iron. You need 3 irons, 2 titaniums, and a silicon. That will allow you to make your first living compartment with a door. And that you can pop one up at the wreck, and you should survive pretty well. Iron. Alright, one more iron. Get back to home base. Just make sure that I got what I need. Silicon, titanium, okay. Super, and then we're going to take a run up the hill and try not to use up our oxygen before we get there. We're probably also going to need to collect a couple more iron on the way up so that we can create storage crates. Right. We have food, water, oxygen. Alright, let's head up. Now I am holding down shift. So at this stage, this is the fastest I can run. The agility boots would have been handy. But we need to come up here to see if we can find some fabric before we can build them. I also waited to come up here until I had the oxygen tank tier 2. As you can see, I'm going to make it up with a bit of time to spare. And then you get the oxygen tank tier 3, which gives you even more capacity. Okay, so there's a nice cave here. Eventually, when this ice melts, it takes you down to an osmium cave. Osmium probably means nothing to you if you haven't played the game. Alright. But it does become important later on in the game. Now there's a lot of stuff on this wreck, so having a good few storage containers is not a bad idea. And by holding down control while you build, it's odd, didn't work. Try again. The control or shift? Sure, it's control. Control? Yes. Hold down control, allows you to build the next one without having to go back to the menu. Alright, we should be pretty much empty. I don't need all of this except maybe the oxygen, so we'll drop these off. Now first crate and head into the wreck. Now I'm being a bit silly, but I'm not going to go into the wreck immediately. What we are going to do is pop up here because there happens to be a golden crate. And this golden crate has a lot of nifty stuff. I'm going to leave the effigies for now. I don't need them. I'll take that. We'll use that. Maybe I'll, yeah, what the heck, I've got storage, so I'm still not going to take that though. And quickly go and drop those off before we go into the wreck. And if you want to drop everything off, just click this little exit looking arrow and we're A for okay. We should be okay. Water goes down the fastest, food goes down, no sorry, oxygen goes down fastest, water goes down second fastest, food take a long time to run out. Okay, as you can see it's pretty dark, press F, we can see everything. Now, we're going to want to deconstruct stuff, so use your mouse wheel to get your deconstruct tool. And there's our first crate. Seed, nice. Yes. Might as well top up our water while we're here. Take the food. I think I'll take that. Those are not terribly important right now. Couple more crates. Nothing nice there. food seed, tree seed, and there's our 2 fabrics, so we can get our boots. Alright, while keeping an eye on the oxygen, alright, head back out to our little living pod. Now it is possible to get lost in these wrecks. Just always make sure that you have enough on you. Right, turn off the torch, chuck all that in there. Oh wait, I want to keep the water and 1 food. We're still good on food, we're good on water, and let's head back in. So it's going to be difficult to know. I mean, if you haven't played the game, it'll be difficult to know what is important to pick up now and what's important to pick up later. So, follow my lead here. I think those are fairly important. Right, something else to deconstruct. Oh, this is handy. T1 heater, deconstruct. Now we can immediately build one, which is very nice. And another blueprint microchip. Cool for unlocking stuff. There are a lot of those around the map. Okay, we ended off here. Deconstruct. Every time you deconstruct these, I believe you get an iron, so you are filling up. And oh nice, a T2 heater. Do I have space? Maybe. I think I'm getting pretty full now. Yep, okay. Pardon me. Heading back out again. But I think at this stage we've done about as much as we can up here. We can come back to the wreck and pick up whatever is left. But I want to get back to base, get our agility boots sorted out, and start building some more heaters. So, we can drop off the not so essential things. Okay, that's important. We've got enough of that. That's going to become important shortly. Now we need the iridium. We don't need the iron, the silicon. We can take a bit of aluminium back. I'll take the iridium, golden seed, absolutely. And we'll leave some supplies here for next time we visit. That should be enough for us. So, yeah, let's head back down the hill. Now, we're still in one biome. There are a number of biomes, and in some of the biomes you find different materials. For example, there is a sulfur biome, there's a couple of uranium biomes, there's a couple of iridium biomes. Grab that. Nice. Super alloy biome. The one, yeah, eventually you'll get to osmium, you'll get to zeolite. The one thing that there isn't a way to mine, which is very late game, is quartz. But there are ways of getting it and even crafting it. So I think the first thing we're going to do here, oh, you know what? I should have picked up the other darn fabric. Idiot. It's going to be another slow walk up the hill. Well, anyway, let's see what we need to build our heater. Iron and silicon, which I left behind wisely. good planning. There's some silicon. Alright, we're going to drop off the aluminium. Might as well drop off the fabric since we can't do much with it. We're going to keep this golden seed because I think we're going to build another veggie tube with it. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace this seed lerma because the seed lerma doesn't really give you any bonus. So we'll replace that. And go grab an iron quickly. Pretty sure there's one nearby somewhere. Like right there. Oh, and we have the veggie tube T2. Okay. 2 ice, magnesium. There's a magnesium. Need 2 ice. Now this will greatly increase your oxygen production. If you have a look at the stats up, oxygen is on the veggie tube tier 1 is 0.15 per second, whereas the veggie tube tier 2 is 1.2, so it's a massive increase. In fact, 8 times more somewhere around there. So what I'm going to probably do eventually is just delete the other ones. Put that over there. Grab this golden seed and shove it in here. Now you're going to see we're already at 2.8 kilo TI, whereas we started this episode on at about 400 or 500 TI. So it's now growing exponentially. And as the bigger tier items become available, so you will carry on growing. Right, we should probably do a couple more of those, but I do want to get more heaters. So iron and silicon. And just keep an eye on the food because I'm a little low. In fact, since I'm going this way anyway, I might as well run up the hill and get that fabric. Now it does get very dark at night sometimes. Silicon, iron, probably need those. And we've unlocked heater tier 2. Okay, things are moving very quickly now. Which means I'm going to grab that iridium rod because I think, if I'm not mistaken, heater tier 2, no, it uses iridium, so we're going to have to grab a lot of iridium. Fortunately, we can deconstruct and recover the materials from the T1s. Alright, I'm pretty sure I had. Alright, what do we need from here? Okay, first of all, I do need to have a bit of water so we can empty that out. Foods, might as well top up all the way. We don't need anything there. We do need, let's just grab all the fabric. You know, I can get iron anywhere, but iridium is muchly important. Okay, and back down the hill. So if you're watching this video and you've got any comments or tips, feel free to drop them in the comment section below. And yeah, if you like the videos, if you like what you're seeing and it's helped you out, give us a like on the video. Maybe subscribe to the channel. Be greatly appreciated. Helps me with the algorithm. This is only my second video, so I'm not expecting any huge advances. But it does help to get found when people are looking for this game in particular, but yeah, my channel overall. Okay, agility boots, not yet. Heater tier 2, yeah, of course. Okay, so Need to drop off some stuff. Things I don't need immediately. Actually, I'm just going to build the agility boots. That'll clear some space. Okay, now you can... Okay, this is how fast I'm running without them. And if I equip them, this is how fast I'm running. So it does give a nice little boost, which makes running back to a oxygen source a lot faster. The next thing we wanted to do was build T2 heater. For that we need, once again, silicon, titanium, iron, aluminium. We have aluminium, titanium and iron. Yeah, I've been getting sidetracked a lot to try and make this as informative as possible. I don't think I've seen this one, have I? Look, iron, titanium. What else is in there that's nice? Food? No, we're okay. We'll come back for that later. We're going to need to come and pick up some of this ice as well, so we can carry on expanding our veggie grower T2s. Okie dokie. Now it's going to come to a point very soon where I'm going to need to expand my container. And of course, we need to start building solar panels tier 1. As you can see, our wind turbines produce 1.2 per second energy, solar panels 6.5, so obviously much better. Let's see if we've got any. Yes, we do. So we can go and another weather event. Is it a weather event? It is. Right. And I'll need 2 irons and a titanium to expand. But in the meantime, have a look at these numbers. Okay, pressure is not so good. Oxygen and heat are producing really nicely. Okay, so now we've got our tier 2s. Let's see how far we are away from T2 drills. Tier 2 drills. It's 1.2 micropascal. I'm assuming micropascal? Yeah, okay. So we're very, very close to that. We should probably have built another couple of extra drills just to get us there quicker. But alas, we have stuff. I think with our newfound agility boots, we can now run up the hill a little faster and go and pick up some more important stuff. And by the time we get back, that tier 2 should be unlocked. The heater, the drill tier 2, and perhaps we can build one on the way down. You will find wrecks like this scattered around the map. They all have crates and things that you can collect. Now, it may not be visibly faster, the running, but look how much oxygen I've got left after climbing the hill. Fantastic. Okay. I'm not sure if we need super alloy yet, but I'm going to take it. I'm going to take this stuff. Uranium. Do I need it? I can't remember. Iridium rod, I don't know, but I'm going to take it. We don't have any more aluminium down at the bottom. I'll take that. And there's our tier 2 drill. Right, well, while we're having let's have a look at what we need. Tier 2 drill, iron and 2 titanium. Awesome, we can already build one. And of course power, iron, silicon, 2 cobalt. Cobalt. Silicon. Oh boy. What am I going to drop? Just put that down, we'll pick it up again. And power's back. So as you can see, you don't really get into a death spiral unless you run out of food that you've been able to find on the wrecks and what you started with before you've actually created your food growers. But I mean, if you've played the game to this point, you'll have a fairly good idea that you're going to need food. An oxygen tank T3. That's awesome. Right. We were going to build. We already built it. And our pressure's gone up a lot. And I think this is where we're going to end this episode. We're on 8 kilo TI. We're having an event which might finally be, there we go, asteroids. Now what the red asteroids, when the scene goes, oh, better go inside, it's a bit loud. The red asteroids essentially just give you a replenishment of these basic materials that are on the ground. There are different colors that you'll see, and yeah, now it's very noisy, so I'm going to end it here. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and if you like this, give us a comment. Let me know what you feel. Till next time, cheers.